was with Dumore.
What has Miniker been up to recently? I feel like I haven't seen him just around the scene, really.
Just modeling? I don't know.
I'm sure he's super good looking. If I were him, that's what I would be doing.
But already, as Latorr said, pick goes out in favor of Complexity. That is going to be Semphis able to take down Drake. Invert trying to find an op shot of his own, though, as he's aggressive on Catwalk. And actually, Stan's going to get a boost up. They're going to be able to take down Valens and do a ton of damage to Roka. So we're going to be even 4-4, with Roka being very weak into round 5. And they've made it all the way up to the A bomb site, though.
True that, and having automatic there to cut off the angle would have been huge. He needed a little bit more than that one on onto Stanislaw, but they're not completely out of this round, but it's gonna be a tough retake, especially as Roka peeks out, gets a grip of damage in on Drossel as well.
Ooh, Nade comes down, takes down Drossel. Miniker going to be the last one left, and he gets ripped from the side after he takes down Roka. He would have forced himself into a 1-on-2 with the bomb planted at A. Probably would have been a tough one to beat, but Complexity comes out on top. Score will be 3-2.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that Team Coast had that player drop in Dumore. Not so much that he did drop, although that is a huge bummer, but when he dropped. It was right after they had won a round. They would have had a lot of momentum going into that round 5, and actually had it thrown right back into their faces. So they're going to be saving on this round. Their money just ran away from me. They may not really even be in shape to buy next round, so we could be seeing a double save come out just because of poor timing.
Automatic going to be getting pushed in the upper B tunnels, able to take down both of those. That's going to be Stan and Drake, who both fall to him, as Complexity does have the guns in their hands. So Team Coast trying to bank on the fact that hopefully Complexity wants to wrap this towards the B bomb site now that they took down 2 pushing players. But it doesn't look like they're going to do that at all. More than likely, probably going to swing this up cat, as they already have a player out at long.
Yeah, solid read coming out here from Complexity thus far, but still taking their time, making sure they're not running into a trap. Because whenever there's a lot of silence like this, particularly on your side of the map, it just gives you that eerie feeling, like, oh, I need to check everything. But as we're getting this broad, sweeping view of the A-bomb site, we're not going to see a single counter-terrorist, not long nor on plat.
Yeah, Complexity made the right choice here. They move into the A bomb site. The stack is at B, and Miniker, Drossel, and Invert now realize it, having to rotate all the way from the B bomb site. Catwalk player's going to get a good read. Saints crossing over to long will get one also, as they both pick up frags. Only one CT left alive. That's going to be Invert all by himself. Automatic gets him also, and that's a 4K for Automatic against the ecoing Team Coast.
Yeah, big frags from Automatic, but eco frags are still eco frags. Someone had to do the dirty work. Not surprised that any one of those players is capable, and with Complexity keeping all 5 players alive, they're in for a cheap one against Team Coast's really heavy buyout here. They do have mostly rifles out, but that scout on Invert, I'm not sure it is going to cut it. Maybe able to beat Valens' Mac 10, but we saw how Invert's op really worked out for them in the first round, that he was able to get it in his hands, and this B push is already actually not going too terribly, as they do get the bomb down.
Able to work their way in, try and get that bomb in, but
oh, he's screwed now.
A little bit no luck there. Bomb down inside that B tunnels. Miniker is going to be on top of it, but he's getting pinched from every direction now. Got to try and find some shots. Tries to take down the first one, but Sanks will catch him. And that is going to make it a 4-on-2 in favor of Complexity, as Drossel and Invert both going on the rotate. Neither one of them getting aggressive, and it looks like, yeah, they're just going to commit to the save.
Definitely the right play to hold on to as many guns as you can, because they're certainly not going to have money for next round. So the most amount of rifles they could use is better. And you know, Miniker put himself in a tough position there with that push. Clearly, he was just following what his teammates' orders were, but he needed something. Maybe he should have just fallen off and given up the bomb play immediately and came back, went door or window, and tried to surprise one of the 2 flankers there. He put himself in a tough position. There's no real right answer, but he needed to do something besides just die. Either get information for his team or do damage, just something. That round needed a little extra oomph from Miniker, and as Drossel goes down after the bomb explosion, they're not going to be coming away with any guns.
Yeah, that's rough. Complexity going on the hunt, taking the guns out of their hands, not allowing them to save anything, and that'll be Complexity up 5-2 over Team Coast. And let's see how long this pause is going to work, and Miniker. Let's see.
Rip.
Oh,
maybe
Dumore coming back.
Dumore coming back.
Dumore is coming back.
Is that? Can we get a confirmation on that? Can we get a lock?
Or that's what it looked like. They said he fixed it. Miniker goes GG and leaves the server. So I believe, yep, there it is. Dumore back into the server now, and we're going to get
$800.
Yeah.
Is that something that's going to need to be fixed?
I do not know.
No, apparently not, yeah. Yeah, all right. Looks like they're just going to be going live with the standard $800. It's tough for him, but he did sit out a bunch of rounds. I'm not... they paused last... Well, the other team paused now last second.
Yep,
Someone
and we have a lag
We
out
can't
from
catch a
Complexity.
break here. Oh, my God, Misled. He's talking to them, so classic Counter-Strike. Being held together by duct tape probably crashed on him. He'll get a timeout error in a second, and hopefully we can get this sorted out, because this has been a really good game thus far. Team Coast has had a lot of really close opportunities, and I would hate it to have it go the way of the laggy game. We've all watched and or played in that game, the game that just can't go right, can't get any momentum going, because these pauses every 2 or so 3 rounds it's not fun. It halts the momentum, and I actually really think it hurts the team that has been winning.
So now, there it is. Sanks just lagged out of the game, so now we're going to have to wait for Sanks to get back. But that one shouldn't be a super big lag out or a long time. Shouldn't be. You never know, though. We'll have to just kind of wait and see what happens here. But as soon as Sanks gets back in, we will go live in round number 8. But I believe what we're going to do now, guys, is since we are delayed again, we're going to throw it on to another break and another pause, play some ads, and when we get back, the game will be live, so bear with us. Hopefully it's quick again, or we'll be back. And with me is Latorr, and we are finally back live after Sanks had some lag out issues, was able to get back in, fixed his network or whatever was wrong. We are underway in round 8. Frags going out all across the board here, and Complexity is going to melt that one down thanks to Valens with 3 frags.
Yeah, Semphis and Automatic teaming up with him as well. Absolute melt sesh coming out from Complexity there, finding all the counter-terrorists rather quickly and doing what they do best, fragging them. That was also a really cheap round for Team Coast. They invested, I think, $0 into it. I think I saw one player with a 5-7. That might have been absolutely it. They all just ran out and tried to take any early engagement that was thrown their way, and it just not work out. Kind of a throwaway round for them. But Invert, oh man, not ready for a player to be dancing right in the middle of doors. Might have actually
Still hit him, though. Yeah, he did.
Oh, did he? Yeah,
him.
Wow.
Oh, we gotta be careful getting pushed here out through mid. Gonna try and step up. Ends up
It's
getting
another
leg.
one. Oh no.
That is heartbreaking. 2 legs out through the double doors. Stands able to take down Roka. It's gonna be a B split here. Gotta be careful. Ends up getting mopped up by Valens. And Valens with another multi-kill round in a row. And Automatic gonna probably drop off Catwalk here and be able to catch Drossel from behind. And he will. So now only Drake left alive. 1v4. Automatic with the op. Very effective opper in his own right. We've seen him do it before time and time again. We'll get the last frag of the round, and that will be Complexity up 7-2 over Team Coast.
Bullying them early, and they're actually going to be forcing Coast onto another eco round of sorts, although this time looks like a few more players may be upgrading with some nades and pistols. That last round, we also just saw one of the Complexity players jump off Cat and get behind the CTs and pull off a flank. That's the second time we've seen them do it already this game. How many times are they going to do that, do you think, before Team Coast catches on and gets ready for it? Like 3? How many times does that have to happen to them?
I hope no more.
All right, ideally no more, but oh man, it feels like I thought they might have been ready for that, but I guess they did not have a lot of information early on.
So Valens and Semphis both picking up frags, and Valens doing pretty good so far in this. Not one of these guys that you expect to be picking up some good numbers here, but he is so far in this game. Stan and Dumore, last 2 left alive, trying to boost up over the smoke on Catwalk to see if they can see anything in that corner. There it is, finally, Dumore getting up on the head of Stanislaw. Nobody's going to be there to contest Catwalk, though, but Automatic is coming from out in mid, and I believe you heard, yep, he hears that on Catwalk. He's going to make the call, and he's going to push up from behind, take down Stanislaw as soon as he grabs the AK, and he will also get Dumore. That'll be 8-2 now in favor of Complexity.
And the positioning game continues to be really, really strong for Automatic, but actually it's been strong for Complexity all over the place. Other players doing their job for the most part. Roka hanging out towards the bottom of the scoreboard, but that's un-Roka-like. I think when they need him, he'll come through. But on the other side of the board, it is going to be Team Coast bringing out the double op setup, trying it out. They're going to be throwing an op on Stanislaw as Semphis misses his mid pick. Semphis is not going to give Stanislaw another opportunity to find that pick, which I think is really smart. They're going to have that player hanging out in mid for a really long time and not giving him the opportunity to frag. Although Roka got himself in a pit, so he can drag a lot of attention as Stanislaw's not getting caught off guard in middle, actually losing his op really, really deep in mid.
That is going to be rough if you're stand there going down early, and Invert will be the opper left alive here for Team Coast. It's going to be a 4-on-5 as Drake getting aggressive up on Catwalk now. I don't think he saw the shoulder of Valens, but we are going to have Complexity trying to push their way into the B-bomb site. They already have an opener. They're able to take down two more, so Invert's going to try and rotate over with the op. Tries to fire off a fast shot. Can't hit anything as Semphis will take down Drossel. It's going to be Drake and Invert left alive, 2 versus 5 now, and both of them rotating away from the B-bomb site. They're not going to go for it. They're just going to try and hold on to their rifles, and Semphis will end up catching Invert from behind. Now only Drake is left, has that op in his hands, so let's see if he can hold on here. Semphis looking for him through the double doors.
Yeah, this would be brutal if they could, or brutal for Team Coast if this op gets removed from his hands. Automatic looking in that direction, gonna hear the shot, get some damage and not get the frag onto Drake. Drake trying to re-peek the angle, will get punished for it. Put himself in a no right answer position, one of those one and out positions where, yeah, maybe you find somebody, but guy number 2 coming around that corner is not gonna miss. Either way, Drake still couldn't take down guy number 1, and his teammates are not really all there financially still. Complexity pulling away with this one early. I mean, I know it's a T-sided map, but they've seemed dominant thus far.
Yeah, Complexity only dropping 2 rounds so far to Team Coast, looking very dominant in the way that they're winning. Team Coast has brought a few close, but mostly it has just been Complexity dominating their way through this, and they're going to be guns up against pistols now. They've already got 2 frags in their favor, so this should be an easy 10th round for them.
Most certainly, but Stanislaw close to the door. Maybe able to catch Roka off guard, but Roka's not going to slip like that. Solid AK shooting there from him. Just opening up even more of the map for the terrorists to work as Dumore and his teammate Invert are separated by quite a bit of distance.
Oh, but the 1D comes out from Dumore, taking out Automatic, trying to find another one onto Roka. Not going to be able to get it. We'll end up going down, and that'll just leave Invert. He's in lower B. Semphis looking for him, and 1D comes out from Invert. He's trying to pick up the op. He's deadly with it. Let's see if he can catch this terrorist right in his face. Not able to get the flick shot onto Roka, and he will go down. That'll be a 10th round for Complexity.
Yeah, unfortunately for both Dumore and Invert, the same thing that got them those 1Ds, their solid positioning and patience where they were playing, it's actually the same thing that also got them killed ultimately, just revealing where that location is and allowing the terrorists to pounce on them. Either way, though, solid exit frags from them, removing 2 guns from Complexity. But as I said, they are on a roll. They've won the last, 8 rounds, I'm guessing, in a row off the top of my head. And, I mean, with an economy of 10K, 15K, 11K, 8K, 6K, they're looking like they could buy out for the rest of this game.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good into it. We're into round 13. They have plenty of money. Even if they lose out, they're going to be able to buy all the way through. But I really don't suspect them losing out here unless Invert can come up big again with the op, because he was the big playmaker before to really get things going in their favor. And Invert and Drake are both down. Drossel trying to work his way over, and Roka is able to pick up Drossel also. So now all we have left alive is Stanislaw and Dumore. And Automatic's going to try and take out one of them. Gets the first, looking for Dumore. Will he get it? And he does collect both in the B-bomb site. That's 11-2 now for Complexity.
Yeah, cleanly again. I'm just scrolling through these rounds right here, and with the exception of the rounds that they lost, obviously, only rounds 2 and 5 were rounds where they kept less than 2 players alive. So they've really been banking hard on this economy. We're actually seeing it now with this 4-off setup. I assume it all even includes AKs on the ground for these players to swap out if they so choose. Well, it does for at least one of the players, as Valens and Automatic each get a pick with their ops.
Oh, Dumore completely blind, ends up pushing directly into Roka. Roka does get traded quickly, though, by Drossel, but it is a 4-on-2 in favor of Complexity, who's rotating the bomb through T-spawn towards that B bomb site with a player already. Now he's going to go down into lower B and try to work up into the B tunnels. Drossel knows it. He hears it. but they're going to have to be split up 1-to-1 here, or 1 CT at each bomb site. It's going to make it easier for Complexity to try and work their way in, and they don't have to speed. They have plenty of time left. I mean, we're just now ticking down to 1 minute left in the round.
Yeah, they're going to be putting a lot of pressure onto Drossel here, but he does have that silence done for us, so he could stay hidden at least for a little bit.
I'm going to be honest, I have a question for you later.
Yeah, sure, I have an answer.
Is your talk button really on your keyboard?
No, it is not. Why do you say that?
Because it sounded like a mechanical key clicking for your talk. I was thoroughly confused.
It's on my mouse, but sometimes I'm clicking with the left. You know, I'm bringing up the map, you know? Sorry, I'll try not to. I'll try not to.
I was just curious, because I was about to just never cast with you ever again if you actually use your keyboard for talk button.
You know, there's some practical applications for it, we'll say.
No,
I can't think of one, but I'm sure there is one. But it looks like these Commentators are going to be saving while we're talking about our mechanical keyboards. Hey, I need a new keyboard. So if you are listening right now and you want to follow, and you are following me on Twitter, please recommend me a keyboard. You can also recommend one to Misled. He's also on Twitter, but I don't know if he needs a new one.
I got my Ooh, Drake at long able to take down Automatic on the hunt. Or, well, Automatic was on the hunt for the 2 remaining Coast players. There goes Drake, and Drossel in the pit ends up peeking to try and help Drake out, but Valens will get both of those. So another round, Team Coast not able to save either of their rifles, and Complexity will be up as we hit the final round of the half, 12-2, looking like they're going to try to make this 13-2 in their favor.
Yeah, this has been absolutely brutal from Team Coast ever since round 4 when they had that DC. They had a lot of momentum going into round 5. They kept all 5 players alive. Man, Roka catching a frack at the doors, but they had all 5 players alive, do more drops. They bring Miniker in. I'm sure they're scrambled a little bit. They haven't won a round since, and they haven't even been close recently.
Yeah, basically what's... Oh, Sanks and Lower B taking down Drake as he got aggressive on Catwalk. But I'm perfect example right there. Complexity just out shooting completely over Team Coast, but Invert does make the first shot happen before Semphis trades him out with the op. That'll be 4-2 now in favor of Complexity.
Just can't imagine they're going to drop one at this point in the round. 13-2 is a really comfortable lead for Complexity. I would say too comfortable for Team Coast to make a comeback, but you know, who knows? Two-sided map as Sanks takes out Stanislaw to solidify that 13-2 I was talking about. It's possible. 13-2 map, I've seen crazier things, but it seems like Complexity, we're not seeing that wishy-washy Complexity right now. We're seeing a Complexity that is playing coordinated, they're hitting their shots well, they're dismantling Team Coast.
Yeah, Team Coast look a little rough here. We're going to take a quick peek at the box score for you guys. As you can see, top fragger on Team Coast, Stanislaw with 10 frags. Drake with only 1. Dumore's numbers a little off there, but he's only got 1. And actually, we're going to get in-game. But as you can see on the other side, Automatic with 12, Semphis with 10. We work our way right back into the game now to start second half off. Well in favor of Complexity, though.
Yeah, there's quite an even distribution of effort coming out from Complexity. There's no one person that's heroing it for his team. They all have, a 4 frag at most range between the bottom and top. So it's not even like there's a hole that that Coast can exploit on Complexity. As they're taking huge mid-control and taking Invert's head off. I thought it was going to be a risky push coming out from Sanks, but that downward to upward angle advantage in Counter-Strike really worked out in their favor.
Oh, Automatic getting caught in lower B, though. He was pushed up behind that box, trying to play an angle, baiting off of Semphis. It was designed to be a bait with Semphis, and Automatic just caught completely off guard and ends up going down. So we've worked this all the way into an even game here, 3-on-3, at least player-wise, with Complexity up in large amounts over Team Coast.
The Tyrants need to make sure they group up and don't put themselves in positions where they can lose a lot of individual one-on-ones. It seems like that's what they're doing right now, having the bomb catch up to Stanislaw, but they're still going to have to get through Valens. Just hit an insight. They don't know exactly where he is, but I'm sure they are aware that someone's around. I think this pressure from mid and lower B also might push them up cats sooner than they might be prepared for. But at the very least, Sanks is rotated under to CT. Oh, and with that pick, they're going to be able to rotate back. That's an open B bomb site they can take.
Oh, the drop from behind. Stan ends up trying to cut down. I believe that was Sanks from behind, but Valens with a quick rotate down through the A bomb site ramp. Was able to help his teammate out, keep him alive. Now they know the bomb is in the B bomb site, so it's going to be a 2-on-2 towards B, with actually both of the CTs working through tunnels and going very, very fast. They might catch these players off guard. Drossel not looking, but he turns around quick enough, and that is going to be Sanks. Can he pick up both? Sanks is going to be able to get both of the frags, get himself a 3K, and Complexity will take the pistol away from Team Coast. And man, what a rough play coming out from Sanks there to make that happen.
Yeah, certainly. A 3 frag on the round. That's not bad at all. And, you know, Team Coast played that pretty well, all things considered, considering one of their players had their heads ripped off right off the bat. I think they adjusted well to what the CTs were throwing at them. They stayed patient. They grouped up when they needed to. They weren't putting themselves in positions where they were just fighting it out in one-on-one. When they got that frag into lower tunnels and started moving their way towards B, I thought it was their pistol round. Unfortunately, Sanks just too good. Similar ideas as Sempus removes Invert's head with an op. I thought that was going to be a much closer round, but Sanks just shut it down. Good shooting.
Yeah, good job there, Sanks, to close that out for his team. Now they have the gun advantage. As you can see, Team Coast doesn't want to play for the tie. They want to play for the win. So they bought up into this one also. Everything that they can. They did get a bomb plant, so they got a little bit more cash from that loss than you normally would have gotten. But still, it's not a very good buy. It's going to be armor pistol, mostly with some utility coming out between Dumore and Drake, with Drossel with the Galil and head armor in his hands. So it's going to be up to Drossel to really try and open this up and get a frag with that thing.
Good luck on him.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. But Automatic is there. Automatic is beatable for sure. I just wouldn't bet on it.
So now they know it's going to be at least a mid to B for now. There's going to be a push. That's going to be Roka with the shotgun taking down one. Sanks will push his way out the door, take down the bomber. That's Dumore. Now it's up to Drake. Tries to work out. Drake ends up going down now. No, Drake is up. Excuse me. I was looking at Stanislaw. I thought he got caught. But Drake inside the bomb site will remove Roka. Bomb down outside B, though. It's going to be a 3 versus 1 with Drake with just a Rec 9. Gets the first headshot. Trying to find another one on the Automatic. Automatic just spraying with the FAMAS. Leaving it open to Valens to rotate from behind with the MP. Gets the frag. We're going to have 15-2 in favor of Complexity.
And Coast themselves bought Tech 9 and armor and all the good stuff they could afford on that round, hoping not to push it to this moment. But as Complexity is on map point, the Team Coast economy is just not there. I think they're going to be in for a really similar round here, as even Complexity themselves not buying up necessarily to their full potential, especially as Valens has only that MP7 in hand. Hey, he still makes it a pit.
Yeah, Valens makes it all the way into pit, but he's got 2 CTs trying to pressure him. Gonna throw a pop flash out. He's gonna try and push on it. Stanislaw not blind for it, but Valens is completely blind. Stan gets caught off guard a little bit. And now it's gonna be a 4 versus 3 as Invert gets the deagle headshot onto Sanks. So they have a little bit of life in this round, but they are going against Cephas with the op all the way up in Goose, and that is gonna be a hard position to get him out of when you only have pistols.
Most definitely. It's going to be up to those 1Ds once again. They were able to bring them back out on their own CT side before, but it's just not feeling likely. Even Roka knows what's up, spamming his M4 in rhythm. Just kind of bored back there.
Now he spots Invert, tries to get the damage off, peeks out, Invert hits the 1 on him. That'll make it a 3-2 as a look at this Automatic pushing extremely hard, trying to get over to help defend. Doesn't want to allow Team Coast to get the bomb planted. Automatic going for the peek again, waiting for his teammates to get there. He's going to push his way through the window, ends up taking down Drossel, but the bomb is planted. Invert's trying to get the gun. He does have a CT right there in his face. That's Sempus. Can Sempus get the fast shot? Sempus will get the fast shot. They're gonna get the defuse, and map 1 is done. 16-2 in favor of Complexity. As now we turn our eyes towards map number 2. Which, did I say map number 2 done? Or did I say map number 1?
You nailed it. You killed it.
I thought I said 2, but we turn our eyes towards map number 2, which will be Train, and that is gonna be side choice in favor of Team Coast, which they have to win this one to get a point tonight.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's going to be a tough one for Coast. I think, at least. Maybe they're super well put together, or maybe the fact that they're starting CT first could benefit them a lot down the line. But if that's how their own map, when you're making a map, if you're saying, hey, we think we have the best chance of all the maps at winning this map, if that's how they felt about Dust 2, I really don't think Train's going to go well for them.
No, I mean, they get their side choice on CT, but just the
That's
way
big.
complexity.
That part is big.
Yeah. Complexity was just out fragging, plain and simple. I mean, you can look, do more with only 2 frags. So imagine if he had Miniker's frags also. That's only 4 in his favor. Stan and Invert both got 11, but on the other side, we had Sanks with 19, Valens with 15, 17 for Semphis, Automatic with 16, and 12 for Roka. I mean, just everywhere they went, they were just dominating the frag department, winning the trades, and Complexity just dominated their way through map number 2. And on their choice, I have a feeling more than likely we're going to be looking at the same kind of situation. But luckily, Coast does start from CT side first to be able to
get go forward on the go get their best foot forward. Along with that, Coast was also showing a propensity for that double op setup, which could be really favorably used on this map. Throw one inside, one outside, double outside, or actually maybe even double inside if you're willing to roll the dice. So, perhaps this one is going to fall a little bit more comfortably into their playstyle, at least from what they've displayed. And I just hope in this next game we can keep all 10 players in the server.
Yeah, hopefully, or preferably, this will be a full good-to-go game between these two teams, as we're just waiting for all of them to get in the server, get readied up. So while we sit here and wait, guys, we're going to throw this to a break, and hopefully it's not long.
Real quick, let's just do a few, not sponsor shout-outs, but, we'll do some house cleaning while we're at it. Shout-out to CEVO and MLG for making this Pro League game happen. These games happen regularly, Sunday through Thursday, every week, usually 2 a night, only 1 tonight, but usually 2 NA games per day, sometimes even 2 EU games. That's a lot of CEVO being played every day, so make sure you're always checking out CEVO.com and MLG.tv/play CEVO to check out all the games. Alpha Draft for presenting you the Alpha Draft pregame show. CSGO Lounge, I'm not sure if we talked about the odds going into this game, but I'm sure a lot of you there are from CSGO Lounge. It was a 75-25 breakdown for Complexity thus far. Those seem pretty accurate to me on paper, but it seems like Complexity might be stretching those a little bit. And lastly, you can follow us and CEVO and even MLG on Twitter. Misled's username is @Misled138. My username is @LatorYo. I'm running a bit of a giveaway right now, so if you check me out on Twitter, you can perhaps win that, but I won't dwell on that for too long. Let's take a quick break, and we will be back when we have all 10 players readied up.